Part 1. The Obsidian Shard. Captain Alara Drayton stood on the bridge of the Seraphim, her gaze fixed on the swirling gas giant Talos Prime, with its tempestuous storms that danced like gossamer phantoms across its surface. The ship's sensors hummed softly, their delicate probes searching for signs of the lost expedition. Behind her, the crew buzzed with a controlled restlessness, each member well aware of the stakes of their mission. Talos Prime had been the last reported location of the Science Directorate's exploratory vessel, the Calliope, before all communications mysteriously ceased. Anomalies abounded within this sector of space, pulses of inexplicable energy, hallucinations that gripped even the most seasoned minds. Rumors whispered that the planet was an ancient nexus of power, a place where realities intertwined. "Captain, we have an ion trail," reported Lieutenant Camus, his fingers dancing over the holographic interface. "It matches the Calliope signature, heading towards the planet's shadow side." Alara nodded, feeling the weight of unspoken possibilities. "Follow the trail, but keep us on high alert. We have no idea what we'll find down there." As the Seraphim descended into the shadowed embrace of Talos Prime, a palpable tension filled the air. The ship's advanced sensors revealed a landscape of dark, jagged mountains, their peaks emerging like the serrated teeth of a slumbering leviathan. Strange, luminous flora cast an eerie glow, painting the terrain in shades of violet and indigo. "Scanning for life signs," Camus announced, but his voice faltered. "Captain, I've detected a structure. It's not of human design." Ilara's heart raced. The possibility of encountering an alien artifact, perhaps even the remnants of a civilization, was both thrilling and terrifying. "Take us in closer, but maintain a safe distance. I want a full analysis before we send an away team." The ship's descent was smooth, a testament to the skill of its pilot, Lieutenant Arwen. As they hovered above the mysterious structure, the crew was afforded a view of geometric patterns carved into obsidian-like stone, glowing with an inner light that defied understanding. "Captain, the readings are unusual," Camus said, a hint of awe in his voice. "This edifice is generating some form of quantum energy field, unlike anything in our databases." "And life signs?" Alara inquired, her mind racing through the potential ramifications. "Faint traces, but nothing definitive," Camus replied. "However, the quantum field is interfering with our systems." Alara made a quick decision. "Prepare an away team. We need to understand what happened to the Calliope and uncover the source of this energy." Within the hour, a small team, clad in advanced exosuits, descended to the planet's surface. The air was thick with an electric charge, the kind that heralded a thunderstorm, though the skies remained clear. Ilara led the group, her every step measured against the unknown terrain. As they approached the entrance of the alien structure, an overwhelming feeling of being watched settled over the team. The air buzzed with an invisible tension, and the shadows seemed to move with a life of their own. "It feels like the air is alive," muttered Dr. Rena Tal, the team's xenobiologist, her eyes wide with both fear and wonder. Ilara held up a hand, signaling for silence. Her instincts, honed by years of spacefaring, screamed that they were on the precipice of something monumental. She pressed the gloved hand against the cold stone, and a ripple of light cascaded outward, revealing a hidden passageway. "Looks like we're expected," said Arwen, her voice tinged with grudging respect. The team advanced, their lights cutting through the shadows. The corridor was lined with intricate patterns, pulsating gently, as if the structure itself were breathing. At the corridor's end, they emerged into a vast chamber, dominated by a crystalline monolith hovering in its center. "The Obsidian Shard," Alara whispered, entranced by its haunting beauty. But as she reached out, a sudden jolt coursed through her mind. a vision, or perhaps a memory not her own. Flashes of alien worlds, civilizations rising and falling, all connected by the enigmatic quantum veil. Snapping back to reality, Alara found her team in a similar daze, their expressions mirroring her own confusion and awe. "Did everyone else see that?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Nods of affirmation followed, but before they could speak further, the chamber shuddered, the air now charged with an ominous energy. "The field is destabilizing," Camus yelled over the rising crescendo. "We need to leave, now." As they retreated, the chamber began to collapse in on itself, the obsidian walls crumbling away. The team raced back through the corridor, barely escaping the avalanche of stone and energy that thundered behind them. Once aboard the Seraphim, Alara watched as the alien structure imploded, leaving no trace of its existence, save for the lingering echoes in their minds. Did we trigger it, or was it a message? Dr. Tal wondered aloud, her gaze locked on the screen displaying the now silent landscape below. Alara shook her head, her mind a whirlwind of possibilities. She had a feeling this was only the beginning. "Prepare for departure," she ordered. "We have to report back to the Directorate and analyze what we found, and possibly what it means for us all." As the Seraphim pulled away from Talos Prime, Alara couldn't shake the feeling that the quantum veil had been lifted, if only for a moment, exposing the boundless mysteries that lay beyond their grasp. And somewhere in the vast darkness of space, she felt the gaze of countless otherworldly eyes, waiting. Part 2. The Echoes of Eternity. The journey back to the Directorate's orbital station was fraught with tension. The crew of the Seraphim, though seasoned explorers, sensed a profound change in the universe, as if an unseen curtain had been drawn back. Alara sat in her quarters. The lights dimmed, her thoughts a tangled web of curiosity and apprehension. The visions the Shard had shared with them were seared into her mind, a cascade of images and emotions that defied conventional understanding. Upon docking, they were met by the stern visage of Admiral Cavassier, a man whose reputation for strategic brilliance was rivaled only by his unyielding adherence to protocol. "Captain Drayton, your report suggests an encounter with phenomena outside our current comprehension," he said, his tone a mix of skepticism and intrigue. "Indeed, Admiral," Alara replied, maintaining a composed demeanor. The Shard seemed to be a repository of knowledge, or perhaps a conduit to something greater. It showed us glimpses of worlds and histories beyond our own. Cavassier regarded her with a penetrating gaze. "Then it's imperative we understand whatever knowledge it imparted. The Directorate will want a comprehensive debriefing and a neurological scan of your team." As Alara left the meeting, her communicator chirped with an incoming message. It was from Dr. Tal, urging her to come to the medbay at once. Inside the bustling medical facility, Alara found Tal standing over a diagnostic display, her expression a mix of disbelief and excitement. "Captain, the scans reveal a quantum imprint in our neural patterns," Tal explained. "Whatever we experienced, it left an indelible mark on our brains. It's evolving. Is it dangerous?" Alara asked, her heart pounding with the implications. "Not in the traditional sense," Tal replied. "But it seems to be adapting, possibly unlocking latent cognitive abilities. It's as if the Shard gave us a key to higher understanding." The ramifications were staggering. If true, this could be humanity's first step towards harnessing the quantum realm. A leap in evolution driven by an alien catalyst. But the danger was equally great. The unknowns outweighed the certainties, and the potential for mishap loomed large. Elara knew she had to act quickly. We need to control this discovery. Gather our team and any willing volunteers for further study. If the Directorate senses a threat, they'll quarantine us immediately. The crew, now aware of the imprint, faced their newfound reality with a mix of trepidation and resolve. Training sessions began to explore cognitive enhancements, testing if they could harness the power gifted by the shard, from heightened perception to an uncanny knack for solving complex equations with dizzying speed. As they delved deeper, new insights emerged, hinting at a network of quantum gates spread across the galaxy. Each gate was a locus of knowledge, potentially holding the secrets to transcending human limitations. But not everyone was eager for a peaceful exploration. News of their discovery had leaked, attracting unwanted attention from a shadowy faction known as the Quantum Cabal. This clandestine group, rumored to manipulate technology for their own ends, had long sought the means to bridge time and space. Their leader, the enigmatic Lucian Kane, reached out to Elara. His holographic image flickered into being, a visage of charisma and menace. Captain Drayton, your recent encounter interests us greatly. The power you've touched could reshape civilizations. And what would you do with it? Elara demanded, her voice steady despite the threat. Kane's smile was cold and calculating. Ensure that those who wield it do so with proper guidance. We offer an alliance, or we take what is ours by right. Choose wisely. Elara felt a chill course through her. The choice was clear. They had to protect their discovery from those who would abuse it. But the Cabal's reach was extensive, their influence insidious. The situation escalated rapidly. Within days, reports of sabotage and espionage flooded in. Their experiments were disrupted, and key personnel went missing. Elara knew they were on borrowed time, the Cabal's noose tightening with every passing moment. Desperation drove them to action. The team devised a daring plan to locate the nearest quantum gate, hoping to uncover its secrets before the Cabal could seize control. Using their enhanced cognition, they plotted a course to a distant star system, one rumored to hold an ancient portal hidden among its asteroid belt. The journey was fraught with danger, the Seraphim dodging both natural hazards and Cabal pursuers. As they neared their destination, the tension on board was palpable, each member keenly aware of the stakes. Their arrival was met with an astonishing sight. A vast ring of asteroids, their surfaces etched with alien runes, orbiting a pulsating wormhole of light. The quantum gate, a construct of immense power and complexity, beckoned them like a siren's call. But as they prepared to approach, a fleet of Cabal ships emerged from the shadows, weapons primed and ready to destroy any opposition. Elara's mind raced, the quantum imprint sparking with ideas and solutions. She knew they had only one chance to survive, to reach the gate and unlock its secrets. All hands, brace for evasive maneuvers. We'll have to outthink them, outmaneuver them. Trust in your instincts and the power within us. The Seraphim danced through the asteroid field, weaving between rocks and streams of deadly energy as the Cabal's ships pursued with relentless precision. The crew's enhanced abilities melded into perfect harmony, each move calculated, every decision flowing from the deep well of knowledge the shard had gifted them. With a final, daring maneuver, they reached the heart of the gate. Elara's fingers flew over the controls, initiating the sequence that would open the portal. As the wormhole surged with life, she spared a glance at the Cabal fleet, now on the brink of collapse, their ships torn asunder by the gate's unleashed energy. The Seraphim plunged into the light, the universe dissolving and reconfiguring around them in a kaleidoscope of possibilities. Art 3, The Abyss of Time. Emerging from the other side of the quantum gate, the Seraphim found itself in a region of space unlike any they had known. Vast tendrils of an ethereal nebula painted the void with hues of turquoise and gold, casting an otherworldly luminance over the ship's hull. The sensors, once frenetic with activity, now pulsed with a serene rhythm, as if the very fabric of reality had softened. Ilara and her crew, momentarily disoriented by the transition, gathered their bearings. Their minds, still resonating with the remnants of the shard's imprint, tingled with an awareness of having crossed a threshold beyond mere physical distance. "Status report," Ilara commanded, her voice steady, masking the awe she felt. Camus, ever reliable, scanned the readouts. "We're not where we should be. The star configurations suggest we're in a different galaxy altogether. But more than that, time feels different here." Dr. Tal, peering into her portable scanner, nodded with a serious yet fascinated expression. "This place, it's like a nexus where timelines converge. We might be at the intersection of multiple realities." Ilara's mind raced with implications. A place where realities intertwined could mean limitless potential, both for discovery and danger. Her thoughts were interrupted by the sudden appearance of another vessel on their sensors. A sleek, big enough cargo configuration. It says never been in our system. After all that we've been through, we might be all very unfamiliar. Obsidian craft that seemed to materialize from the very shadows of the nebula. "It's them," Arwen said grimly, recognizing the distinctive lines of a Cabal ship. "They must have followed us through the gate." Before Ilara could respond, the ship's communications array crackled to life, projecting an image of Lucian Kane onto the bridge. His expression was one of grudging admiration tinged with the promise of retribution. "You've led us on quite the chase, Captain Drayton," Kane said smoothly, his words carrying the weight of inevitability. "But this ends now. The knowledge you possess belongs to us." Ilara squared her shoulders, meeting his gaze with unyielding resolve. "It's not yours to take, Kane. We're standing at the dawn of something new, something that belongs to all of us." Before Kane could retort, the nebula around them began to shimmer, responding to an unseen force. A new presence made itself known. A colossal entity, composed of the nebula's very essence. Its form shifted and flowed, eyes like stars, gazing upon the intruders with a wisdom that spanned eons. Beings of the lesser realm, it spoke, its voice resonating in the minds of all present. "You tread upon the confluence of eternities. Your conflict is but a fleeting echo. Why have you come?" Ilara felt a deep sense of humility and awe, as if standing before a god. She spoke with careful respect. "We seek knowledge, to understand and safeguard it from those who would exploit it." The entity's gaze turned to Kane, its eyes narrowing with ancient understanding. "And you, seeker of shadows, what do you desire?" Kane, for the first time, seemed uncertain. His ambitions laid bare. Power, to reshape the galaxy with the knowledge of the ancients. The nebula being's laughter was like the music of the cosmos. "Power is an illusion, seeker. Only understanding can illuminate the void." A silence fell over the space between them. The entity's presence a gentle yet insistent reminder of the infinite scale upon which they played their ambitions. The Seraphim crew and the Cabal, seemed insignificant, specks within the grand tapestry. "Will you heed the lesson of the confluence?" the entity asked, its voice a gentle wave that washed over them. Ilara nodded, a resolve strengthening within her heart. "We will," she said, glancing at her crew, who returned her look with determination. The entity seemed to smile, its form weaving through the nebula, crafting patterns that spoke of timeless truths. "Then you shall be guardians, not of power, but of wisdom. The path forward is yours to choose." As the entity's presence faded, a new understanding settled in the minds of all present, a sense of purpose that transcended their prior goals. The nebula began to part, revealing a pathway of light that beckoned them home. Kane's image flickered. His expression softened, the arrogance replaced by contemplation. "Perhaps we have all been blind," he admitted, a reluctant respect in his voice. "This isn't the end, Drayton, but perhaps it's a beginning." As the communication ended, Olara felt a strange kinship with the man who had been her adversary. They had both stood at the brink of something greater, and though their paths would diverge, the experience had left an indelible mark on them both. The Seraphim set a course along the luminous path, the crew united by a shared vision of the future. A commitment to explore, learn, and protect the knowledge they had glimpsed. The galaxy stretched before them, vast and mysterious, filled with wonders and challenges yet to be discovered. As they sailed through the newfound realm, Olara allowed herself a moment of quiet reflection, the nebula's glow bathing the bridge in a warm, otherworldly light. The journey ahead would be long and uncertain, but armed with the wisdom of the confluence, they were ready to face whatever lay in store. And somewhere in that endless expanse, the entity watched with benevolent eyes, guiding the threads of fate in ways unseen, ensuring that the lessons of the cosmos would endure. End. Part 4. The Luminous Path. As the Seraphim glided along the luminous path revealed by the nebula being, the ship seemed to hum with a newfound harmony, its systems resonating with the tranquil energy of the confluence. The crew, too, felt a profound sense of connection to each other, and to the expansive universe that lay waiting beyond. In the quiet of the observation deck, Olara stood with Dr. Rena Tal, gazing out at the swirling nebula. Here, away from the bustle of the bridge, the vastness of the cosmos seemed even more intimate, wrapping them in its endless embrace. "Do you ever wonder what it means, this newfound awareness?" Olara asked, her voice soft, almost reverent. Tal nodded, her eyes reflecting the nebula's glow. "It's like seeing the universe through a different lens, isn't it? I feel a part of something much larger. It's humbling." Their conversation was interrupted by a gentle chime from the ship's comm system. "Captain, you might want to see this." Camus' voice crackled with excitement. Back on the bridge, the crew had gathered around the main display, where a holographic projection of a neighboring star system revolved slowly. In the center, a small planet, verdant and vibrant, shimmered with life. "Preliminary scans suggest an abundance of biodiversity," Camus reported, his fingers deftly manipulating the controls. "It's like no planet we've encountered before. The energy readings are off the charts, similar to the confluence." Olara studied the data, her curiosity piqued. It could be another node, a point of convergence where realities intersect. The prospect of discovering a living world, potentially connected to the confluence, was intoxicating. With a shared sense of purpose, the crew prepared for a closer examination. As the Seraphim descended toward the planet's surface, Olara felt a familiar thrill, the call of exploration that had driven her through countless starscapes. The landing site was a lush forest, teeming with flora that exuded a luminescent glow. Strange but beautiful creatures flitted about, their forms suggestive of both avian and aquatic life, their colors shifting with an ethereal sheen. Alara led a small team onto the soft verdant ground, the air thick with the scent of blooming vegetation and a subtle, melodic hum that seemed to resonate from the very earth. Dr. Tal knelt beside a cluster of luminescent ferns, her scientific instruments buzzing with data. These plants seemed to be in a state of symbiosis, not just with each other, but with the environment itself. It's as if the entire ecosystem is a single living entity. Nearby, Lieutenant Arwen observed a group of creatures perched on a winding vine, their eyes reflecting an intelligence that was both unsettling and beautiful. It's like they're aware of us, not just watching, but understanding. As the team ventured deeper, they stumbled upon a clearing where an ancient stone structure stood, partially reclaimed by nature. Its surface was etched with symbols reminiscent of those they had encountered at the alien structure on Talos Prime. Alara traced the carvings with her fingers, feeling a familiar tingle of connection. These markings, they could tell the story of this world, its link to the confluence. Suddenly, the melodic hum intensified, as if the planet itself was speaking to them. A soft light emanated from the symbols, coalescing into a holographic display that hovered above the stone. Characters of light danced through the air, forming images and sequences that told a story. The planet, it seemed, was a repository of memories, a living archive of the confluence's history. The holograms revealed visions of ancient civilizations, their rise and fall mirrored in the cycles of nature. They showed a time when the confluence touched many worlds, spreading knowledge and unity among the stars. As the final images faded, Alara and her crew were left with a profound sense of peace and understanding. The discoveries of this world would be a beacon guiding their journey and illuminating the path forward. With newfound clarity, Alara addressed her team. We've tapped into something extraordinary, an entire universe of shared knowledge and experience. This is our chance to learn, to grow, and to ensure that this wisdom can be shared with those ready to receive it. As they returned to the Seraphim, the crew carried with them the planet's gift, a deeper connection to the cosmos, and a commitment to the guardianship entrusted to them by the Nebula being. The ship lifted gracefully from the surface, the verdant world receding into the tapestry of stars. Aboard, the crew gathered to discuss their findings, their minds alive with possibilities. They knew their journey was far from over. The galaxy stretched ahead, filled with countless worlds waiting to share their secrets. And as they set course for their next destination, the Seraphim glowed with the light of discovery, its path guided by the luminous truth they had uncovered. In the tapestry of the confluence, Alara and her crew had found their place, not as mere explorers, but as custodians of the knowledge that bound the universe together. And somewhere beyond the stars, the Nebula being watched over them, its presence, a gentle reminder of the infinite wonders yet to be revealed. Part 5. The Harmonic Resonance. The Seraphim continued its voyage, now a vessel not only of exploration but of enlightenment, tracing the subtle threads that connected the confluence's vast network. The ship and its crew had become adept at navigating the symphony of realities, each new encounter adding depth to their understanding. Their journey led them to a region where space itself seemed to hum with a serene, harmonious vibration, a melody that echoed the unity of the cosmos. Here, they encountered the Ardentis, a race whose existence was intertwined with this celestial music. Their crystalline forms shimmered like living prisms, reflecting the light of distant stars. The Ardentis welcomed Alara and her crew with a song, a weave of tones and colors that conveyed more than words ever could. As their voices melded into a tapestry of sound, Alara felt the gentle embrace of a shared consciousness, a moment of communion with beings who had long safeguarded the symphonic balance of their realm. "The confluence guides you," spoke Lyris, the leader of the Ardentis, their voice a soft, melodious harmony. "You seek the wisdom of the stars, and we are honored to share what we have learned." Alara was captivated by their presence. The way each note they spoke formed a part of a greater whole. "We've felt the call of the confluence across the galaxy. Each encounter brings us closer to understanding its purpose." Lyris gestured towards a vast, crystalline chamber where the resonance was strongest. "Here lies the heart of harmony, the nexus of our world. It is both a source and a repository of the energies that sustain us. Through it, we maintain the balance between chaos and order." As the crew entered the chamber, they were enveloped by a cascade of light and sound. The very air seemed to pulse with life, each vibration a note in the celestial symphony. Dr. Tal, overwhelmed by the beauty, recorded the phenomenon, her instruments struggling to capture the full complexity of what they experienced. "Every tone, every wave is a thread in the tapestry of existence," Lyris explained. "We listen, we learn, and we sing the harmony back into the cosmos. Through this balance, we ensure the confluence remains a beacon of unity." Alara's mind buzzed with possibilities. Could this harmonic energy be harnessed to stabilize other worlds, or perhaps to heal the rifts we've seen at other nodes? The Ardentis exchanged a glance, their crystalline bodies softly chiming. "It could," Lyris agreed, "but only if those worlds are ready to embrace the harmony. Where there is discord, the resonance cannot take hold." Their conversation was interrupted by a series of urgent signals from the Seraphim. Camus appeared on the comm screen, his expression tense. "Captain, we've detected a disturbance on the edge of the system. Something's interfering with the harmonic field." Alara turned to Lyris, concern etching her features. Could this be the Cabal again? Or something else entirely? Lyris listened to the melody of the disturbance, a dissonant note in the otherwise seamless symphony. It is an anomaly, yes. An echo of a past imbalance. The crew, guided by the Ardentis, headed towards the source, where they discovered an ancient, derelict structure, a remnant of a civilization long forgotten. Its presence was a reminder of the destructive potential that lay in the misalignment of the harmonious forces. As they approached, Alara felt the shard's imprint within her mind resonate with the structure's energy, linking past and present into a cohesive whole. Memories of the ancient civilization flooded her consciousness. A people who had once thrived on the harmony, but succumbed to chaos when they sought to control it. Together with the Ardentis, the crew worked to realign the energies, their collective efforts transforming the dissonance into a harmonious chord. The structure responded, its ancient mechanisms springing to life as it reintegrated into the network of harmony. "We've restored a piece of what was lost," Lyris sang, their voice tinged with both sorrow and hope, and in doing so, ensured the future of harmony for those who come after. The collaborative effort had strengthened the bond between the crew and the Ardentis, each sharing a profound respect for the other. As the Seraphim prepared to continue its journey, Alara reflected on the lessons learned. She knew the path ahead would not always be easy, but with each new discovery, they grew closer to understanding the true essence of the confluence. As they departed, Lyris offered a final harmonious blessing. May the melody of the stars guide you in your journey, and may your actions always resonate in harmony with the greater whole. The seraphim sailed onward, its crew united by a shared purpose, their hearts and minds attuned to the symphony of the universe. The journey through the confluence had become more than a quest for knowledge. It was an odyssey of transformation, a voyage through the infinite complexity of life and the boundless potential of the human spirit. And somewhere, in the depths of space, the echoes of their harmony reverberated across the stars, a testament to the enduring power of unity in the face of the unknown. Part 6. The Whispering Stars. With the harmony restored, the seraphim ventured deeper into the cosmos, guided by a map of stardust and dreams. The crew, now more attuned to the confluence's mysteries, moved with a serene purpose, their spirits buoyed by the light of recent revelations. As they traveled, the ship passed through regions of space where stars whispered secrets in a language older than time itself. This celestial song led them to a system bathed in the soft glow of a binary sun, its planets orbiting in a graceful ballet of light and shadow. Here, on the third planet from the twin suns, lay the city of Lasara, a place renowned for the ancient archives it housed, repositories of knowledge, chronicled by the stargazers of old. The Lasarans, a race of gentle scholars with eyes like deep pools of wisdom, welcomed the crew with open arms, eager to share their insights. Alara, accompanied by Dr. Tal and Camus, stood at the heart of Lasara's grand library, surrounded by shelves that stretched infinitely skyward, each tome a testament to countless generations of discovery. "Welcome, travelers of the confluence," greeted Eldara, the venerable keeper of knowledge, her voice a soothing cadence that seemed to resonate with the universe itself. Her presence exuded an aura of tranquility and timelessness that put the visitors at ease. "We seek to understand the confluence and our place within it," Alara explained, her words humble in the presence of such ancient wisdom. Eldara gestured to a vast mural that adorned the library's central dome, a celestial map woven with threads of light, connecting stars and worlds in an intricate tapestry. The confluence is not merely a network of places. It is a living, breathing entity, an embodiment of the universe's desire to know itself. As the crew absorbed the mural's complexity, Eldara continued, guiding them through a hall of celestial artifacts, each one a key to understanding the cosmic symphony. Among the treasures was a sphere of polished obsidian, its surface alive with shifting constellations. "These artifacts are echoes of the confluence," Eldara explained, offering the sphere to Alara. "This one, the Starstone, is a guide to those who seek connection to the stars' whispers." Holding the Starstone, Alara felt the whispering stars more clearly, a chorus of voices sharing tales of distant realms and forgotten histories. The experience was both humbling and exhilarating, a reminder of the vast and interconnected web of life within the universe. Dr. Tal, who had been examining one of the artifacts, a delicate, iridescent crystal, spoke with excitement. "This crystal, it's resonating with our cognitive enhancements. It could help unlock further potential in our quantum imprint." Eldara nodded, her eyes sparkling with understanding. "The crystal is a conduit for the confluence's energy, amplifying your connection to its vast network. Use it wisely, for it can deepen your journey and illuminate paths unseen." Grateful for the gifts and knowledge, the crew spent their time in Lasara, learning and reflecting, each member finding their own meaning in the whispers of the stars. The city itself seemed to breathe in harmony with the cosmos, its people in constant dialogue with the universe around them. As their stay came to an end, Eldara offered a final piece of wisdom. The confluence is a mirror, reflecting both unity and individuality. Embrace your journey, for it is as much about discovering yourselves as it is about exploring the stars. Elara and her crew left Lasara, with hearts full of inspiration and minds alight with new possibilities. The Starstone and Crystal now part of their journey. They set course for the unknown, the Seraphim gracefully cutting through the cosmic sea. In the infinite expanse, every star was a beacon guiding them, every whisper an invitation to explore the mysteries of existence. And as they sailed onward, the crew of the Seraphim remained vigilant, ever open to the wonders the universe would reveal. In the grand tapestry of the confluence, their journey was but a single thread, yet it was woven with purpose and promise, an odyssey of discovery that would echo across the halls of time, inspiring those who followed to listen to the whispering stars. Part 7. The Veil of Dreams. The Seraphim drifted into a region of space known among starfarers as the Veil of Dreams, a mysterious stellar shroud where reality seemed to blur with the ephemeral. Here, the light of distant stars filtered through cosmic dust, casting an ethereal glow that painted the ship in spectral colors. Among the crew, a sense of quiet anticipation thrummed, mingling with the whispers of the confluence. Each member felt the pull of the veil, an invitation to explore not just the universe, but the landscapes of their own minds. As they traversed this nebulous expanse, the Seraphim intercepted a series of faint signals, a pattern of resonance that echoed the harmonic frequencies they had encountered with the Ardentes. These signals guided them towards a small moon orbiting a gas giant, its surface a patchwork of crystalline structures shimmering under the starlight. The landing site was unlike any they had seen, a crystalline garden where every surface refracted light into a spectrum of vibrant hues. Within the garden, they discovered the Dreamweavers, an enigmatic race of beings whose forms seemed to shift between light and shadow, their presence as fluid as the veil itself. The Dreamweavers communicated through visions, weaving dreams that revealed the hidden desires and fears of those who walked among them. These visions were more than mere illusions. They were windows into the subconscious, a mirror reflecting the essence of one's soul. Ilara and her team were each drawn into their own dreamscapes, landscapes of the mind, where they confronted their innermost thoughts. For Ilara, the dream was a journey through vast starfields, each star a decision made, a path chosen. She saw herself at various junctures of her life, the sum of her experiences coalescing into the person she had become. In the dreamscape, she encountered a reflection of herself, a guardian of the path. "What do you seek?" her reflection asked, its voice a gentle echo of her own. "Understanding," Ilara replied, "of the universe and my place within it." Her reflection nodded, a smile softening its features. "Remember, you are both a seeker and a guide. Trust in the journey, and you will find what you seek." Meanwhile, Dr. Tal found herself in a vibrant forest, each plant and creature a metaphor for her scientific curiosity. She marveled at the interconnectedness of life, the intricate web of existence she had dedicated her life to understanding. In her dream, she met a figure, composed of flowing data streams, representing the boundless knowledge she yearned to uncover. "Do not fear the unknown," the figure advised. "Embrace it, and let it guide your discoveries." For Camus, the dreamscape was an intricate puzzle, a labyrinth of pathways that challenged his intellect and intuition. As he navigated the maze, he realized that each choice led to new revelations, a testament to his analytical mind and his ability to adapt and overcome obstacles. "The path is never fixed," whispered a voice from the maze. "It is shaped by the choices we make and the courage we show." Throughout their experiences, the crew felt the presence of the Dreamweavers, a gentle guidance that encouraged introspection and growth. The beings moved with grace, their forms shifting like liquid light, embodying the transient nature of dreams. When Elara and her team emerged from their visions, they found themselves back in the crystalline garden, the Dreamweavers watching with eyes that held the wisdom of countless lifetimes. "Your dreams are your compass," one of the Dreamweavers communicated, their voice a melodic blend of sound and sensation. "They reveal the truths you carry within." With gratitude, Elara thanked the Dreamweavers for their gift. The encounter had left the crew with a deeper understanding of themselves and a renewed sense of purpose. As the seraphim prepared to depart the Vale of Dreams, the Dreamweavers bestowed upon them a parting gift, a shard of their crystalline world imbued with the essence of dreams. This precious artifact would serve as a reminder of their journey through the veil and the insights they had gained. The ship ascended from the moon, leaving behind the crystalline garden and its ethereal inhabitants. The Vale of Dreams faded into the stardust behind them, the path ahead illuminated by the light of new possibilities. In the vastness of space, the crew felt a profound sense of connection, not just to the universe, but to each other, and to the dreams that guided them. Their exploration was as much an inward journey as it was an outward quest, and with every step forward, they grew closer to unraveling the mysteries of the confluence. As the seraphim sailed onward, the whispers of the stars continued to guide them, each note a reminder that the universe was a canvas of infinite dreams waiting to be explored. Part 8. The Celestial Garden. The seraphim continued its celestial voyage, guided by the dreams and revelations from the veil. The crew felt a renewed sense of purpose as they ventured deeper into the cosmic unknown, ever receptive to the universe's gentle whispers. Their journey led them to a rare phenomenon, a celestial garden, a cluster of stars and asteroids, forming an organic tapestry suspended in space. This was a place where cosmic energies coalesced into a vibrant ecosystem, a sanctuary for life in all its myriad forms. As they approached, the ship's sensors detected a unique biosignature, something unlike any previous encounters. It was a life form of immense scale. Its presence spread across several asteroids, its tendrils reaching into the vacuum of space like the roots of an interstellar tree. This entity, which the crew affectionately named the Gaiaform, seemed to nurture the garden, its bioluminescent tendrils weaving between asteroids, cultivating the celestial flora and fauna. Elara and her team donned their exosuits and ventured into the garden, touching down on an asteroid carpeted with luminescent moss and delicate crystalline flowers that shimmered under the starlight. The Gaiaform was aware of their presence, its consciousness a gentle hum that resonated with their minds. Dr. Tal felt a profound connection to it, a deep empathy that transcended her scientific understanding. She knelt to examine a cluster of crystalline blooms, her fingers tracing the intricate patterns of their petals. "It feels like a living tapestry," she remarked softly, her voice filled with wonder. "Each element is part of a grand design." The Gaiaform's consciousness reached out to them in a wave of emotions and images, sharing its purpose as a guardian of life and balance. The crew understood that the celestial garden was a microcosm of the universe's potential for harmony, a place where diversity was celebrated and every life form contributed to the greater whole. As they moved through the garden, they encountered creatures that defied conventional understanding, ethereal beings of light that flitted among the asteroids, their movements like a dance choreographed by the cosmos itself. Lieutenant Arwen, observing these beings, described them as celestial butterflies, their wings leaving trails of luminescence in the void. "They're the essence of beauty in motion," she said, captivated by their elegance. In the heart of the garden, the crew found a cluster of crystalline pods suspended in space, each one a repository of knowledge and memory from the life forms that had once thrived here. Camus, intrigued by the potential of these pods, suggested linking them to the Seraphim's database. "These contain the history of the garden," he explained, "and possibly insights into the confluence itself." The Gaia-form, sensing their intention, guided them with a gentle pulse of energy, allowing them to access the pod's stored knowledge. As the crew interfaced with the crystalline repositories, they were enveloped by visions of the garden's past, a chronicle of life, growth, and the eternal cycle of renewal. Through these glimpses, they learned of the garden's origins, crafted by a race of ancient starfarers, whose understanding of the universe rivaled even the Ardentis. The garden was their gift to the cosmos, a legacy of life and beauty that transcended time. As the crew absorbed this knowledge, Alara felt a profound appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things, a reminder that their journey was part of a greater tapestry, woven with threads of past, present, and future. Their time in the celestial garden left them enriched and inspired. As they prepared to depart, the Gaia form expressed its gratitude with a final, resplendent display of light, a blessing and a promise of protection for their journey ahead. The Seraphim, now carrying the echoes of the garden and its guardian, set a course for the stars, each crew member carrying within them the lessons of balance and harmony they had learned. In the endless expanse, the crew felt the universe's gentle pull, guiding them toward the next chapter of their odyssey. The celestial garden remained a beacon, a testament to the beauty and potential of life, as the ship sailed onward into the cosmic sea, ever in search of discovery and connection. Through the garden's influence, Alara and her crew had been reminded of the delicate balance that held the universe together, its intricate dance a reflection of the harmony they sought to protect and preserve. And with each star they passed, they knew that their journey was far from over, with infinite wonders still waiting to be unveiled.